Welcome to Reporter 247 channel, the place to update the fastest and most accurate news. From the edges of Kostyantynivka, about 12 miles west of Bakhmut, which Russia captured around a week ago, soldiers from Ukraine's 24th Separate Assault Battalion were firing artillery from an old Soviet D-30 howitzer against enemy trenches on the city's southern flank on Saturday. The routine was not dissimilar to what had been going on for weeks. But there was one crucial alteration that troops here noticed. The Wagner guys have gone away and the regular Russians are here now, said a 26-year-old commander, who asked to be referred to by his callsign of Chechen. He used an anti-Russian slur to refer to the troops who seem to be replacing the mercenaries, which includes reprobates who were directly recruited from jails, and spearheaded Russia's tenacious assault over the months. If confirmed, the putative rotation of forces would constitute a major strategic shift, in which units from the Russian military's regular forces assume responsibility for defending Bakhmut, allowing Yevgeny Prigozhin, leader of Wagner, to pull back after supposedly having made the sole major gain for the Kremlin since last summer. This relocation of regular Russian units to secure Bakhmut could open up vulnerabilities elsewhere along the extensive conflict line, which may be taken advantage of by Ukraine as it attempts to seize back its occupied territories through a counter-offensive that is likely to begin at any point. Following Prigozhin's declaration of full Russian control over Bakhmut, he communicated his decision to withdraw beginning Thursday. However, his true intentions and plans remain opaque. Members of the 24th Separate Assault Battalion reported observing the retreat of Wagner forces being supplanted by regular Russian troops at their target sites, yet were not able to conclude if this was a permanent or comprehensive alteration. Chuck, a 26-year-old drone operator who requested to be referred to by his nickname for security reasons, expressed cautious optimism about Wagner forces leaving, saying that although they had implemented tactics that made them hard to deal with, fighting with regular Russian forces is not as hard as fighting with Wagner. He added that it was easier to target the Russians, who unlike Wagner, were young, fresh, and new and just walked out. Then we give them hell. Ukrainian forces have been pushing towards the Russia-backed rebel foothold in the south of Ukraine, and with the recent sunny weather, the specter of a new fighting season has been raised. The Ukrainian army is insisting that it still holds an area within the city of Bakhmut, and that they are attempting to encircle it. According to Ukrainian military sources, their strategy is to bombard the Russian-held areas from higher ground. However, many of the Ukrainian soldiers are skeptical of this strategy, questioning its effectiveness in achieving success. The loss of Bakhmut had an emotional effect on the soldiers in the artillery unit, even though practically, it made very little difference, as they had already been using a small ex-farmhouse to direct their strikes on Russian-occupied territory for months. We have been stationed near Bakhmut for almost a year, and we know this area like the back of our hands. To see that it has been lost to the enemy now is undeniably demoralizing, said Chechen. He went on to say that the tactics used by the Wagner mercenaries was exceptionally unusual. They would conceal themselves in hiding spots until after the Ukrainian army advanced, and then would attack from behind without warning. Chechen went on to compare this strategy to those used by the guerrilla communist forces during the Vietnam War. These decisions ended up having catastrophic consequences for Wagner, as U.S. estimates have reported that at least 10,000 of their forces have been killed in action near Bakhmut. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the latest news. Goodbye.